Hello everyone and welcome back to Fableheim. We are here in MISTOVER once more, continuing our shenanigans in normal mode. We are here to defeat 5 rotten beetles and 5 swamp worms at the request of Adele, the training camp dude that we met at the end of the last episode and skipped all of his dialogue. Yep, that's what we did. We are also here to collect young flower roots for Katarina, the lovely lady that runs the alchemy workshop, whose dialogue we also skipped in order to unlock fusion for Ruun's new powerful weapon. She is already geared to the teeth and I love it. I love it so. Now unfortunately the items for the gold chest in this area suck real bad. Real bad. And to be fair, they sucked everywhere. The only place they didn't suck was in the level 3, the third area, which is level 1 to 3. Or not level 1 to 3, it's 2 to 4? I don't remember what levels. Basically, we aren't high enough. We could go there, but we'd probably die. A terrible, terrible death. And I didn't feel like being that bold. I'm bold, but I'm not that bold. And we're walking around in a circle and it feels great. Have I covered everything yet? I feel like I have. Those are the items. I hate them both. The Agile does give us some speed, which we could try and use to our advantage, but like... lead me somewhere great. I mean, the exit's a good place. Oh no. I bleed. Whatever will we do? Whatever shall we do? We brought 4 food with us and 1 bandage, 1 potion, and 1 seed just to cover our bases. Bases, I hit the wrong area. Oh no. Off to a great start. But hey. We stunned something. We can go ahead and pop masochistic pleasure. It is a little concerning when your sister has more health than one of your tanks, but hey, that will change soon enough. We did level up a few abilities at the end of the last episode to rank 2. And I mentioned that we probably aren't going to be ranking up a whole lot of stuff because, well, we need to conserve our cash. We need to kind of pick where we want to go with our group composition and go there. You know? We can't just be all over the place all the time. We can be all over the place for a while. But once we get to like the 3rd zone or something, we need to kind of solidify our game plan. So you'll have to let me know what you think would be a great game plan. Because I'm here for only the best game plans. Even though I promise I'll try not to just sit here and spam Shadow Raid all the time. As fun as that was. Sound like a good agreement? I think it is. I think it's great. I think everything is great. Tis your turn. Smack. Now I still haven't decided if we're going to be committing to the bleed strat at all. I kind of meant to look into bosses and bleeding, because that's really the only area I could see it making sense in the slightest, is a boss fight where you have one huge target that you're just smacking repeatedly. I could see bleeds being good then. Really only then. Could you stop running from me? Alright, you asked for it. These are the things we have to kill. Well, the thing in the back is this thing that I have pushed forward against its will. This is not a 0 gravity turn. This is a zap turn. We're doing some ridiculous damage. Already. We did get in the hard playthrough, we did get our hands on some pretty powerful grimoires. And it seems like the witch's weapons are scaled a little higher than everyone else's. Or, you know, at least a few people's. I don't know why. But here we are. Nevertheless. Owie. As expected, nothing here stands a chance. We're already the champions. It didn't take very long. Nope, I'm not in the correct position. Overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. I didn't do him justice, but you guys get the point. I should remember to press C. Well, Q and C. I almost taunted Merku. That would have been bad. I guess I'm going to heal her, though. Bump. Ow. That was not nice. Luckily for us, we have a Holy Smite Cross. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Take a lance in your... Oh, I didn't give her... I did not equip the new weapon for Athena. I completely forgot at the end of the last episode. I was like, what else did we get? Oh yeah, it was just the armor, right? Nope, I was wrong. It was just the armor and the lance. I might have been able to kill that 35 health thing, but... I guess I decided against it. Aw. There are a few abilities that we're missing that I would like to see. Well, congratulations on dying. Will this kill you? Yes. By a lot. Typically, I'm not a fan of overkilling, but, you know, sometimes it works out. If we had gotten weapons from Merku, that could have been a kill. Easily. Blip. Blip. I think I can count on one hand the amount of times that I've used the sister's auto attack in previous playthroughs. Just because in hard mode, I had her in the final column where she can't actually use it. And the reason she was there is because I didn't really need her to be anywhere else. That and our middle column was just so cram-packed. Like, every single slot was important. They had to be there for our composition to work. I kind of want to avoid that this time. If we can make it so we're more free-flowing, or rather, we're making more use of other spots than the middle, I'll be happy. Because it was really hurting my head trying to figure out where people could stand. Because the answer was they just couldn't stand anywhere. I probably shouldn't knock people out of position. That's probably a dumb idea. Ow. That's rude. I'm not taunting myself. I almost did it again. So... I guess we'll be defensive for a moment. Just because we're in normal doesn't mean I should ignore everything else and just kill stuff. Because as I mentioned earlier, overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. Boop. I don't remember who it was, but I think there was a streamer that got the narrator of Darkest Dungeon to comment on his, like, not comment, but give him a sample for his, like, donation sound. Boy, was I envious. Blop. You know, I'm feeling pretty strong. Pretty strong. I was trying to remember... Oops. I was trying to remember what's in the others, the final zone, or area of this zone. And I really don't remember. Because, you know, that's usually when they reveal a second... Not a second, but another enemy type. Is it the followers? It might be the followers. Maybe we could have taken the followers? I don't know. It's up in the air. Do I play this smart, or do I just hit everything? If I roll well, I'll kill this. It didn't roll well. And I moved. But it doesn't really matter who it is, as long as someone is standing behind Masamune, his jinx will remain active, so I don't really mind this move that much. Not that big of a deal. We are going to remove this bleed. Oh, maybe I should have taunted. I don't know. I don't know. It's a beautiful ability. We are doing... Ooh, was that a Celestial? Ugh. -3 to -3 attack. I don't think that's worth the bonus to hit. I mean... Maybe? Athena? I require your assistance. Where are we? What are we looking at? The silver chest is what we're looking at. I was hoping for like a weapon or something. Something good. Smack. Trap activated. We have stun resistance on Fableheimr. Well, to be fair, she probably wouldn't mind being stunned. Just the way the masochist is. Now we do have mod support coming soon, TM. We don't know when, just that the team is aiming for December-ish. And hopefully, I imagine most of the early mods are going to be save game compatible, meaning that, you know, you can... The mods will be active in a game that you've already started. So the moment those become available, you know, I'm going to be on them. We'll install some stuff. Hopefully you guys can suggest some good ones. I imagine the early ones are going to be mostly numerical differences. Like, you know, increase to inventory, XP multipliers. Maybe an ability to reset your skill points. That would be amazing. If that comes into the game, that's going to change things a bit. In a good way. That would make me happy. And then we're going to start seeing the real good stuff. Like, perhaps not balance, but, you know, changes to the classes or unique costumes and stuff. And then even later on, this will probably take a little bit longer, but unique classes. Basically just look at Darkest Dungeon and everything the modders, the incredible modders, have done with that game. And imagine that in MISTOVER. And when I think of it that way, I get happy. My heart gets a little lighter, you know? Oh, we still have the taunt active. I didn't even realize that. Not that it matters. Ruun is too pretty for them. They can't deal with the distraction. Speaking of Ruun being pretty, I mentioned earlier that I haven't used a witch in a while. But does anyone know if her, what's it called? Her Wild Surge ability, it lets her use, it gives her like a mana decrease and it lets her use any of her abilities in any position. Does anyone know if your hair color remains the same? Because it grows longer when you have that buff active, which is a nice touch. It's a good touch. But does anyone know if your hair color stays like the same, or does it convert back to the standard for that? That'd be kind of jarring, but just a thought. I mean, we'll find out eventually, right? Because it's a good ability to have, due to the witch's whimsical nature, as I put it in the past. Bippity boppity. Oh, sun resist. Kind of ruins what I was going to say. We're going real slow on this one. Let me slay. Just gonna kill. Take the kill. Move on. We're doing too much controlling for normal mode. We need to punch harder. Stronger, faster. Like that. See? And like this. Oh. If you call your kills before you get them, karma will recognize your arrogance. I don't know what I'm doing here. Taunting? Not taunting. I'm just taking this reflection. So the masochistic pleasure is giving mana to Masamune, but Masamune can't use mana. So... yeah. Interesting interaction. I am trying to save this kill for... there we go. Beautiful. Everything went according to plan. I could use some more gold. I don't want to repeat my... I'm about to walk through like 2 poison puddles. By walk, I mean fly. I don't know why sometimes I can just fly through them and sometimes I can't. You know, sometimes I'll like step on them and they'll activate even while I'm in mid-flight form. Mid-flight. Your bag is full. Well, let's get rid of something. Like this. There we go. The exact amount, because I'm the best. Is that everything? Is it already time to go? Guys, we're just the best. The only reason I picked this zone... I mean, to be fair, all of the loot sucked, except for from the final area, which I already mentioned. But the reason I picked this area is because the flowers that we need, the young flower roots, only come from here. Otherwise, I would have picked the medium zone. Second area. Because, again, we're strong. Already. Boom. Look at that. We didn't really get anything helpful, though. So that is a little sad. Come on, Doomsday Gods. Back to 7 o'clock. Almost. 2 more runs like that, and we got it. And then the city will be perfectly clear. And everyone can rest assured. Ah, Katarina wants our stuff. So, the way it's set up here is you don't enter the workshop before you bring these back. But, we did. Basically, it's a lot of dialogue where Stefan, he's actually a puppet that Katarina is controlling. Which is not strange at all. Silence resist. This is even more worthless. I mean, we can throw that crit into something, right? Might as well figure out what this has. We can resist. I mean, that's not awful, right? It's always good to resist weakening. Especially for a werewolf who needs to punch stuff hard. Aha, our first werewolf and our first Grim Reaper. What do you have? You have a lot of curses. We might not be using the Grim Reaper, though. I see that hit 1, evade 1, and attack 1. And, of course, the stun / brand. Meh. I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think? We are in hard mode. We basically use the Grim Reaper as our crutch. The Grim Reaper was everything to us. So I don't feel that inclined to use her now, you know? Even though I love the Grim Reaper, I love her aesthetic, I love her abilities, I love debuffing stuff. And just look at that face. How can you say no to that face? You know? I don't know. You have to let me know what you guys think. If you think anything at all. Oh, it's beautiful. Anubis. You came with everything I could ever want. So yeah, these are all of his abilities that I like, right? I don't care about wide swipe, really. We just want beast stroke. Remove all brands from allies and give yourself a brand debuff. I mean, that's dangerous. Inviting a brand onto yourself, that's risky business, man. Risky business. If you were interested in... Not recruit. if you were interested in seeing how the coloration works, let's go through it. Why not? We've only been here for a little bit comparing to, other things. So this is the full color chart that you can choose from. There are a lot of options. We can go Super Saiyan. We can go, what is it called now? Super Saiyan. Instinct is the black one, right? And like there's I don't even know. I don't know. I'm not a big Dragon Ball Z person. Anyway, moving on from that. We could go Y. We can just go... I do like white hair, and we currently don't have one. Someone with white hair. But I don't think the, white hair, red eye aesthetic goes well with the werewolf. The werewolf is here to punch, He's here to punch holes in things. What color goes with that? Bakugo? My Hero Academia? This kind of reminds me of, like, Pikachu. The one thing to keep in mind, though, is that it's only his hair and, like, the accent on his tail that's changing colors. You can't control, like, the little gray hanging off in the tail itself. And the ears, of course. So I don't even know. What do we want here? Do we want anything? Do we just leave it the blood red that it is? Make it even bloodier. I don't know. I might come back to this. I spend a long time staring at these characters. Like a long, long time. An unhealthy amount of time, perhaps. Some might say. Let's just see what this looks like. Shall we? I definitely want red eyes. You're evil. Evil. These are some of the default skins. Well, skin colors. I have a hard time with skin color in this game. Super duper duper hard time. And I don't know why. It just doesn't feel like a lot of these are skin colors. I don't know. I kind of like the default. And then features is her pants. The features for the werewolf is his pants. Pants are important, You have to wear them to be accepted in society. For the most part. For the most part. Just go full emo with black pants. This is basically the exact same aesthetic I had for the Grim Reaper in my hard playthrough. Black features, white hair, red eyes. Boom. Done. Of course, it's a little different for the Grim Reaper. I have like a... What am I wearing right now? I guess a dark wash jean is what I'm wearing right now. Something like that. I don't know. I'd take a long time with this. I already mentioned that, but we'll go with like this. It's like a grayed out purple. We'll see how that goes. Why not? I like the werewolf. I think he's worthy of some good stuff. Oh, yeah, we did. Actually, we didn't do this. No, we did. Unfortunately, reducing his hit is a terrible, 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 terrible idea. He doesn't have any stuns. The werewolf is basically here to punch. He is here to punch. And everything that makes him punch better, he's good. So I think I'm inclined to... I'll put this on him. Because it doesn't stun and it doesn't silence. We're just going to take the crit. And then if we took the crit, we can reduce the crit by 1 and increase the speed. Does speed even matter, though? Not really. Not really. What do you know? Do you know anything good? The Flame Sprout. I mean, bleeding. Provoke. I might just take this for the Provoke and Holy Bind. If we really want to commit to stunning on the Paladin, Athena, then we could take both stuns. That is what I call commitment. You have release power, Gibby. Alright, that's what we're going to do. And we'll take... How many do we have? How many slots do we have? We'll take a Grim Reaper just to have a Grim Reaper. And now we're going to turn in the stuff and call it a day because, you know, it's been here for a while. Now I've sufficiently filled out the episode. Stella, the expedition went great. I mean, almost too well, if I'm being honest. We did go, yeah. Thank you. Dear warriors of Fableheim, the commander will appreciate your help too. Well, let Mark know that I am appreciative of his leadership. Kind of. He doesn't do a whole lot of leading, mostly just looking like a leader. Yeah, we stopped by. We saw Katarina and Stefan. A lot of the dialogue is you being surprised by the talking animal. I'm not even kidding. I wasn't confused, but the camera was confused. So we got bandages and pure water. Next time in Fableheim. Ooh, paladin armor. And Forest Steely. That's what I'm talking about. Well, I mean, unstunning is not bad, right? But that's mostly for later on. So next time, the werewolf takes the stage. I still have to think of a name for him. Werewolf names. But the werewolf will take the stage, and we shall venture forth to do whatever is required of us. Thank you all for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. And to look forward to further Fableheim Shenanigans in MISTOVER. Bye-bye.